If there's one thread that brings all of my work together, it is movement. I've worked on a movement of people, the movement of water, and I've thought also about the movement of political ideas. I'm Sunil Amrith. I'm a historian of South and Southeast Asia. I was inspired to become a historian by curiosity about the world around me, and curiosity about how the world came to be the way it is. Cultures, political institutions, and it became clear to me from a fairly young age that actually delving into the history of these institutions was the only way I knew to understand them properly. I was led to studying migration around the Bay of Bengal from a sense that it was omnipresent, it was vital, it was important, but it wasn't actually much studied. Something like a quarter of people on Earth live in this part of the world. Such a diverse region of the world where you have multiple religious traditions, a huge variety of languages. This is almost like a laboratory of human diversity and difference. My book, Crossing the Bay of Bengal, really did try to paint a picture of this region in as many different voices as I could, from as many different perspectives as I could. And I felt that telling this story from a migrant's perspective, from the perspective of people who move, may make us think about the whole region differently. That great migration that began in the second half of the 19th century transformed the shape and the face of modern South and Southeast Asia. Most of the countries that I study were at one point part of the British Empire. So one of the stories that I try to tell in different ways, whether I'm looking at migration, whether I'm looking at the environment, is what happens when these imperial territories become national territories. Who gains from that? And who loses out from these new borders? And that is also a theme that I look at in my works. The Bay of Bengal is one of the regions of the world most directly affected by climate change. Climate change, as we understand it, accelerating human-induced climate change, is overlaid on a region where climate has already posed a threat to particular communities, and I think those threats are being intensified by climate change. It's still sinking in, but I can already see so many ways in which the fellowship will help me. I think the main way it will help me is to allow those projects that are currently out there as slightly impossible dream projects to come closer to realization.